Hey there, future coding superstars! Today, we're diving into the exciting world of variables. Variables are like the building blocks of coding, helping us create amazing things. Imagine building a robot without any screws or bolts. It'd be pretty tough, right? That's what coding is like without variables. They help us store and manage information, making our programs work like magic. Variables are used in almost every single computer program out there, from games to websites to apps. Variables are everywhere. So, are you ready to unlock the power of variables? Let's go! Imagine a big toy chest. You can put all sorts of toys inside, like teddy bears, toy cars, or even a superhero cape. Variables are just like that toy chest, but instead of toys, they hold information for our programs. Think of a variable as a container with a label. We give the variable a name which is like the label on the container. Then we can put information inside the container, like a number or a word. For example, we could have a variable called player_name to store the name of the person playing our game. Or we could have a variable called score to keep track of how many points they have. Just like we can take toys out of our toy chest and put new ones in, we can also change the information stored in a variable whenever we need to. Pretty cool, right? Now, think about how you organize your toys. You might have one section for action figures, another for dolls, and yet another for building blocks. Similarly, in programming, we can have different types of variables to store different kinds of information. For instance, we might use an integer variable to store whole numbers, a string variable to store text, and a Boolean variable to store true or false values. This way, we can keep our information organized and easily accessible, just like our well-organized toy chest. And just like you can play with your toys, rearrange them, or even swap them with friends, we can manipulate the data in our variables to make our programs do different things. Sometimes we might need to debug our code, which is like finding a missing toy in a messy room. We look through our variables to see if everything is in the right place. And when we find the problem, we fix it, just like finding that lost toy and putting it back in the toy chest. Understanding how to use variables effectively is a fundamental skill in programming. It helps us keep our code clean, organized, and efficient. So the next time you see a toy chest, remember that it's not just a place to store toys. It's a great way to understand how variables work in programming. And just like a well-organized toy chest makes playtime more fun, well-organized variables make programming more enjoyable and effective. So keep practicing, keep organizing, and soon you'll be a pro at using variables in your code. Happy coding! Just like our toy chest can hold different kinds of toys, each with its own unique purpose and function, variables in programming can hold different types of information, each serving a specific role in our code. Imagine opening a toy chest and finding action figures, building blocks and puzzles. Each toy is different, yet they all fit perfectly in the chest. Similarly, variables can store numbers, text, and even true or false values, all within the same program. Variables can hold different types of information, and understanding these types is crucial for writing effective code. Just as you wouldn't use a puzzle piece to build a tower, you need to use the right type of variable for the task at hand. Let's dive deeper into some of the most common types of variables you'll encounter in programming. Let's learn about some of the most common types of variables and how they can be used in our programs. Each type has its own unique characteristics and uses, making them essential tools in a programmer's toolkit.
Number variables. These variables store numbers, which can be used for a variety of purposes. For example, you might use a number variable to keep track of how many lives you have left in a game, or to calculate someone's age based on their birth year. Numbers are fundamental in programming, allowing us to perform calculations, measure quantities, and much more. Like how many lives you have left in a game or how old you are. Number variables can be integers, which are whole numbers, or floating point numbers, which include decimals. This flexibility makes them incredibly useful for a wide range of applications.
Text variables. These variables hold words and letters, which are often referred to as strings in programming. Strings can be used to store names, messages, or any other text-based information. For instance, you might use a text variable to store a user's name, a secret message, or even an entire story. Text variables are essential for handling any kind of textual data in your programs, like your name, a secret message, or even a whole story. Strings can be manipulated in many ways, such as concatenating them together, slicing them into smaller parts, or searching for specific characters within them. This makes text variables incredibly versatile and powerful.
Boolean variables. These variables can only be one of two things, true or false. They are used to represent binary states such as yes or no, on or off, and true or false. Boolean variables are fundamental in decision-making processes within your code, allowing you to control the flow of your program based on certain conditions. They're like a light switch that's either on or off. Boolean variables are often used in conditional statements, such as if-else statements, to execute different blocks of code based on whether a condition is true or false. This makes them essential for creating dynamic and responsive programs.
Each type of variable has its own special powers and can be used for different things in our programs. Understanding the strengths and limitations of each variable type allows you to choose the right one for the job, making your code more efficient and effective, and can be used for different things in our programs. Whether you're storing numbers, text, or Boolean values, each variable type plays a crucial role in helping you build functional and robust applications. It's like having different tools in our coding toolbox. Just as a carpenter needs a variety of tools to build a house, a programmer needs different types of variables to build a program. By mastering these variable types, you'll be well equipped to tackle any coding challenge that comes your way.
Section 4, Building a Game Score Tracker. Variables in action. Let's imagine we're building a super cool game where players have to collect coins. This game is going to be exciting and engaging, and one of the key elements that will make it so is the ability to track the player's score. We can use variables to keep track of their score. Variables are like containers that store information. In this case, the information we want to store is the player's score. First, we'll create a variable called score and set it to 0 at the beginning of the game. This is done by writing a simple line of code, score = 0. This line initializes the score variable and sets its value to 0. This means the player starts with 0 coins. As they begin their adventure in the game, they will start collecting coins and their score will begin to increase. Every time the player collects a coin, we'll add 1 to the score variable. This is done using a simple increment function in our code. For example, we might write score = score +1. This line of code tells the game to increase the score by 1 each time a coin is collected. So if they collect 5 coins, the score variable will become 5. This is a dynamic process, meaning the score will keep updating in real time as the player collects more coins. We can even display the player's score on the screen so they can see how well they're doing. This adds an element of feedback and motivation for the player, encouraging them to collect more coins and achieve a higher score. This is how variables help make our games interactive and fun. By using variables, we can create a more engaging and rewarding experience for the player. They can see their progress, set goals, and feel a sense of accomplishment as they play. Variables are a fundamental part of game development and are used in countless ways to enhance gameplay and create immersive experiences. Beyond just tracking scores, variables can be used to manage other aspects of the game as well. For instance, we can use variables to keep track of the player's health, the number of lives they have left, or even the level they are on. Each of these elements can be controlled and updated using variables, making the game more complex and interesting. Imagine a scenario where the player has a health bar. Each time they take damage, we can decrease the health variable. If the health variable reaches 0, the player loses a life. This adds another layer of challenge and strategy to the game. Similarly, we can use variables to track the player's progress through different levels. As they complete each level, we can update a level variable to reflect their advancement. This helps in creating a structured and progressive gameplay experience. In conclusion, variables are incredibly powerful tools in game development. They allow us to create dynamic, interactive, and engaging games that keep players coming back for more. By understanding and utilizing variables, we can bring our game ideas to life and create experiences that are both fun and memorable. So keep experimenting with variables and see how they can transform your game development projects. The possibilities are endless, and the more you practice, the better you'll become at creating amazing games. Happy coding.
Section 5, Pop Quiz. Time, test your variable knowledge. Ready to test your variable skills? Here's a quick quiz.
1. What can we use to store information in our programs? A. boxes. B. Variables. C. Backpacks. 2. What type of variable would we use to store someone's name? A. Number B. Text. C. Boolean. 3. If we have a variable called lives and set it to 3, how many lives does the player have? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. Think you know the answers? Check below to see if you're right. Answers. 1. B. Variables. 2. B. Text. 3. C. 3.
Section 6. Keep exploring the world of variables. Great job learning about variables today. They're one of the most important concepts in coding, and now you're one step closer to becoming a coding superstar. Remember, variables are like containers that hold information for our programs. We can use them to store numbers, words, and even true or false values. Keep practicing and experimenting with variables in your coding adventures. The more you use them, the better you'll understand how they work and the amazing things you can create with them.